It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the two-point try. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the two-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. Come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough.
First down, Las Vegas.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He was covered by.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jordan Evans in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry, 85 yards. yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wound.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now following the interception, here's Newton to Michelle on the screen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
28-yard line.
Ready? Watch that is 3. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take it.
Now a first down throw for Newton. They'll get this into the hands of Bird. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 21-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll be out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down and goal to go.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Bird now ready to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first.
And got his man complete.
Let's get that swagger, y'all.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Demir Bird, 77 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
For the extra point.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Going deep here for Watkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, and have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Sonny Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. So that'll back him up 5. And it's Michel once again. Through an opening, and there he goes.
I'm only going to be able to